Your sales force, Ray?
I may have some. I will. Tomorrow I'll return it and I'll say thank you very much, sir, but under very, very careful consideration, I would have to say it's not big enough. I need a driver's side airbag in the bathroom, and I'll see you.
Ray Cochran, the man, the myth.
Oh my gosh.
I want to have a good time tonight, all right?
This is Film Sack. Oh, sure. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Film Sack. This is Film Sack, mining the very depths of film entertainment or ill entertainment. This is pretty ill
entertainment.
Depthsville.
Yeah.
It's my new podcast.
I like it. I'll tune in as soon as we're done here. For all mankind is who we do it for. My name is Scott Johnson, and I'm joined today by Brian. He's not even sure he's insured for this RV Dunaway.
I am totally not, and it is made of toast. Oh, hi. This week on Film Sack, we leave the comforts of our quiet, small balls suburban home life and slow-mo pile into fast-talking Jeremy Piven's mobile mini bar and early 90s electronic expo of a recreational vehicle. For a Judgement Night of fun, when we pump up the jam of the short-lived rap rock subgenre and reverse off the expressway and right into the big balls of a 1993 Chicago inner-city action thriller, now chasing us down and hurling insults like a scumbag Dennis Leary mouth close-up no one asked for. Hey, is that Everlast or The Edge? My memory says The Edge, but my eyes are seeing Everlast. Jump up, and get down. Anywho, welcome to the Royal Order of Train-Hopping Hobos. Please take a seat. I'm kidding, of course. We can't afford those or lights, so please find a spot to stand, stare, and stink until someone opens the door, and then we can all scurry away as fast as our holy hobo shoes and stiff joints can take us. I see we have some new members from the suburbs. If you're here for the night train, the drink, you read the flyer wrong. How my mistake. First point of order, ball size health check. Who has big balls? And the door is opening. That's our cue, boys. Fly like the wind, you beautiful dregs of society. Oh, no, they got Billy.
Yeah.
So much potential.
Yeah.
Randy? Randy, nobody is bringing dates. Oh, come on, Randy. Don't go away, mad. Just go away.
Oh, my gosh, dude. All-timer. Well done.
Yeah. Big
So
balls.
much.
Also
Small
with us, also with us, Randy. Zen in Pulp Fiction is the one you want to avoid the most, Jordan.
Aloha, Scott. Brian. Thanks for coming down to the precinct at the incredibly late hour of 9:30 p.m. We've got reports of two gangs of exactly 4 men each on a rampage in that part of town where we don't go. And in fact, we don't answer the phone when we get calls from this part of town. The whole place is apartment buildings with ladders from roof to roof. You know the place. Ladder Roof Village, we call it. But we don't go there, because we've got a deal with this small black dude who talks all street and doesn't like money with blood on it. So I need you to go break up this 4v4 late night PvP arena before more than, let's say 6 of the 8 people die. That's no more than 6 deaths. All right. That's our motto around here. And also it's one of our 3 rules. Number 1, don't expect the suspects to look like street people. They're all very good looking. A couple of these guys could be movie stars. They look so good. Number 2, don't bother any of the women who live in all of these apartments. If you do, they might attack you with a baseball bat or a knife right before they let you into their little apartment and then look at you like they haven't seen a man in years. Number 3, when you're outside doing nighttime parkour, how about don't? Stop going up high where you can fall and die. As I've always said, nighttime parkour will get you killed. Stop it.
Yeah.
Why do you always have to get on the roof, Johnson?
Roof Johnson. I love a good Roof Johnson.
Felt targeted. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, with us, finally, we have Brian. Spending the evening with Jeremy Piven is like spending the evening with George Costanza Ibbett.
Oh, I think worse. All right. So, as I do these, sometimes I run into a song where all the time, I run into a song where the range of the singer, the original singer, is way wider than my range. And
Wait, do you say wider or wider?
Wider with the
Okay.
Wider.
Dang it. All right, go ahead.
Yes, wider. But sometimes I use some little vocal tricks to kind of get around that. And if you listen very carefully to this song, you might be able to pick up on one of those vocal tricks that I do. So listen carefully and enjoy that. Yeah, I've gone like way over 2 minutes in the last couple of weeks. I think I said all that needed to be said in this song.
That
right
was
here.
It was good.
Perfection.
What's funny is when you said wide range of like vocal range. I actually was thinking about Avril Lavigne.
Oh, really?
Okay.
She does have an incredible range.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah, I like her.
And if you did you catch the point at which I did a little vocal trick?
Go down an octave, maybe.
Yeah, she goes up half an octave to do the next part. I went down half an octave to do the next part.
I think that's exactly what anyone in their right mind should have done. Yeah, it was really good. Well, there you have it. Our movie today is Judgment Night, mentioned in the song, but not really explained yet. So we'll let the fake Fletchers combine their voices and tell us. Here you go.
On this week's Film Sack podcast,
4 young friends.
Well, taking a shortcut en route
to a local boxing match. Oh, dude.
Witness a brutal murder, which leaves them running for their lives.
show me the money.
Whoops, wrong movie.
It's Judgment Night. It's Judgment Night.
It's Judgment Night.
Yeah, it's Judgment Night.
I love this. Since you started doing this, I hope it's not too much
Fletcher
work on
chorus.
you, but man, I love it.
No, it's fine. It's worth it. It's fun. It's great.
worth
People are always really quick. Sometimes I forget to do it early so that I can get as many people in there, but that's just a me thing. But yeah, it's loads of fun. So if you're at home going, man, I want to do that, just get on our Discord. I put a little link in there once a week, and you just go blast the voicemail line, and then bam, here it is. All right, that's how it works. Now,
if you use your own real voice, you're boring.
You're boring. Although I had to kill, there was one in here this week I couldn't use at all because he was trying to do, it's not that it was a bad impression, but he was trying to do Gollum, and it sounded, it was really
you couldn't
peaky.
understand it?
It was just really peaky. And it just,
peaky.
All right, I'll try and do better next time. Jeez, I get,
My little subtle hint to Brian.
Right. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Precious. I guess that was more Yoda than Gollum.
I kind of like, Yoda's not bad, though. It's an octave lower, so we know
it's
that'll
an octave
work.
lower, yes. Avril Lavigne can't do Yoda, I guarantee.
So this is the Judgment Night that happens to be the 1993 one. There are various movies with this name. It is directed
There's only one.
Is there only one as far as you're concerned?
Yeah.
The director is Stephen Hopkins, who I thought I didn't know, but it turns out I think we've even film sacked some other stuff from him.
Yeah.
What do we do? Hold on, here it is. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dreamcatcher, right?
Yep.
Dreamcatcher.
Wasn't he
the Dream Child?
Early version of Judgment Day, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, or Mike?
But don't forget about Predator 2,
Predator
which is
2.
the one.
Predator 2.
And
Maybe
Lost in
maybe
Space.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Lost in Space as well. We did.
Yep.
So he's been around.
Most popular, but he gets shit for it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lost in
He's
Space.
not. Lost in Space is not that great. It's okay, but I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that this guy is your workaday director. He's like, hey, we got a job to do, and it's the year is 93. Can you do this? And he says yes.
He always entertains me. I will not say whether his movies are good or bad, but I will say I am always entertained.
Wait. Why would you not say whether his movies are good or bad? Like, what's the point?
Have you seen the ratings? So I'm not going to say.
Are you?
I'm not going to go counter. I'm not going to go counter to what Randy typically accuses me of, which is like, oh, you're trying to take everybody's side. No, here it's just like all of his stuff is like middle of the road for the most part, ratings wise.
Oh, I see
Good
what
or
you
bad?
mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's none of it's like. Yeah, he doesn't have any toilet movies, and he doesn't have anything that's like super great. He's pretty average.
Right.
But I'm always entertained.
Middle of the road, but decent middle of the road stuff.
I see what you mean.
Right.
As a director, this is a guy that, like a lot of directors, he starts climbing the ladder, right, in like 80s, and he gets a couple of pretty good opportunities, right, with Nightmare on Elm Street 4, is it?
I think Dreamcatcher's 4, I think.
Dream Child.
Oh, I
is
thought it
just-
Dream Child, yeah. Which
Oh,
is
my bad. I thought it was Dreamcatcher. You're right. It
Anyway,
is Dreamcatcher.
he gets that, Predator 2 and Judgment Night all in a row.
Yeah.
And like, this is it. This is your big chance to make a movie that escapes your maximum flying altitude.
Yeah.
And none of them did, right? Like
Right.
they were just all as good enough to go to theaters and go to home video. But like after those,
This is my favorite of his.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it might be of mine too, and I hadn't
Yeah.
seen this before, so I think now in retrospect, I think Predator 2 is kind of terrible. So this is an uptick.
Parts
in
of it
my
Doesn't have
opinion.
a lot
Parts
of
of-
competition. But
No.
Parts of Predator 2 are pretty good.
Yeah.
But just like this movie, parts of it are freaking amazing. Other parts is almost eye-rolling.
Yeah, this movie is doing a thing that I read as I was reading the trivia. It all made sense because it sounds like it was caught up in a lot of weird thematic issues during production and post-production where they weren't sure what they wanted to do. They changed the soundtrack. It was too much like a horror movie before. They made it
finally
sound more like
nailed
a
it.
thing. I don't know, dude. I don't think I actually. I would have preferred a creepier take than what we got.
oh, you mean score, not
Score, right.
music
Score is
soundtrack.
different.
No,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
music's
yeah.
great, no issues.
Yeah.
But the
Okay,
score,
yeah.
the
score,
original
yeah.
score was a little
Yes.
bit more horror based,
Yeah.
and now it sounds like Predator 2 again.
Yeah, before you
Yeah.
get that initial De La Soul and Teenage Fan Club song in the opening credits, you get
such a
what
good
looks like "Look Who's Talking" kind of music as you hover over a small suburban,
Right.
Illinois town outside of
Speaking
Chicago.
of Look Who's Talking, got some John Travolta almost was in this movie.
He was, yeah. But this was before he kind of redeemed himself with Pulp Fiction. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Randy-
we don't think he's got the action chops for something like this.
Yeah.
Randy, you were saying?
The movie starts as a completely different thing than it actually is, and that's okay. It's very tricky. If you're gonna start a movie showing me suburbia, showing me a happy wife carrying a child
Happy
in
life.
her arms, and the husband's kissing her goodbye at the doorstep, and they're arguing a little bit about him going out with the boys, like that is a very particular thing.
Right.
And the movie really has almost nothing to do with that. The only point of it is to make you care about whether Dennis Leary later will go to that house and murder that woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good, though. That's good, right?
Is it good?
Yeah, it is.
It's good.
Okay. All right.
It is, but I just like I start this movie. I've never seen this movie. I've definitely heard the soundtrack because
Yeah.
this was
Phenomenal.
one of the 90s movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like Singles and Go.
And
these-
this was the
collabs.
music supervisor was inspired by Run DMC and Aerosmith doing "Walk This Way." And he said,
And that's too bad, by the way.
Oh, really?
Because okay, so
Wait a minute.
hold on. Let me just. I'll just give you
let's
my.
get Randy get his point.
I just want to give you my opinion about
Sure.
that soundtrack. All right, "Disorder" by Slayer and Ice-T is a great song, and it's hard carried by Dave Lombardo on drums. Right? If you have any interest in drums at all, Dave Lombardo was the man, and that song "Disorder" is like they brought him into the studio and were like, play your drums. Okay, we got a song. The best pure song on the soundtrack is "Freak Mama" by Mudhoney and Sir Mix-a-Lot, which again, it really features Matt Lukin's bass, right? And it's like, that is so freaking cool. But then you can tell that the engineer and the producer are like, we got to recapture Run DMC and Aerosmith. So they like, let's pair up Run DMC with Living Color. And it's fine, but the song sounds like they brought them in and said, now Living Color, you got to do precisely what we did with Aerosmith.
So what Randy is describing is an amazing thing. So there is this mix of success and failure on this album.
There
However,
absolutely is.
the project itself is needs to be studied because I would watch a documentary in a minute about the making of this, how they paired the different groups together, what choices they had, how they mixed
visualized
together.
two spinning wheels, and they said, "All right, who's our rap artist?"
Because
the song.
album,
by the way, I'm not saying that there's anything really bad on that album, but like the song "I Love You, Mary Jane" is completely phoned in. Like I am not convinced that Sonic Youth and Cypress Hill ever met. I feel
right.
Oh,
There
they
was
might not have.
There was.
Yeah,
There's right. That's the kind of things I would like to see explored in the documentary because it is. You don't know. But it was a subgenre that was kind of having a moment, and it just kind of disappeared since then. We've had crossovers
an
and
8 year long moment. People just kept getting interested.
I mean, later you got your new metal, which new metal kind of was that. It was at least a takeoff on that, and that started happening mid '90s to late, and peaked around '99, 2000 maybe. And I feel like this is a proto of that a little bit.
So cool. Two of the cool. So this is like reflections upon reflections upon reflections in this movie and everything that was created around it. It is this coolest of the cool on one side, meeting up with the coolest of the cool on the other side, and kind of competing somewhat, but also collaborating. And it's in the movie. It's in here. These, which side stands the tallest? It's a fight all the way through, and I think it's neat.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's neat.
My tiny minor demerit here is that the soundtrack, these songs, Sonic Youth and Cypress Hill, these songs don't fit the story that's being told in the movie. So the soundtrack that everyone had in the 90s was The Bodyguard. And the Bodyguard soundtrack is full of okay songs. They're fine. But they really fit the movie. It's like the soundtrack and the movie were made together. Yeah. And for Judgment Night, I don't get that. I feel like there's a movie and there's a soundtrack and a bunch of it's shoehorned in, and a lot of it's not even in the movie. And I'm like, hey, where's the song?
I kept trying to figure out what worked and what didn't work in this movie, and I think it all boiled down to me to the undefinable aspects of what we think is cool at any one moment. And cool is usually effortless, right? That's what defines coolness. And this movie and the soundtrack kind of does that. And it kind of just stumbles across the finish line, but it's hard for me to criticize it and go, you were trying too hard and you failed. It's like, no, they were just doing their thing. And some of it worked, some of it didn't.
So some of it feels like at the top, and I'm not saying the director, but just like some of these decisions were a little bit chaotic. According to the trivia, they were like, this soundtrack, the score is too scary. So we don't want this to be a horror movie. Can we bring back the guy we had for Terminator 2 or Predator 2? I forgot his name. It's not Silvestri, but it's a guy like that. And he comes back and he says, all right, here's the thing that's a lot like Predator 2. All right, there's your music. Okay, well, that really does change the tone of the thing, especially during the action scenes. And I personally would have preferred something a little more ominous, a little more.
Visually, it's a horror movie. So I don't understand why you got those deep darks. I mean, you got so many shadows.
Yeah, and that's my point. Is they couldn't pick a lane. It's like, well, okay, visually we're doing this, but audio wise we're doing this, and then we're adding jokes in post because they said test audiences found it so serious and humorless that they had to add some dialogue inside of the RV.
Hey, boy, they didn't try hard, those jokes.
No, they did not.
There were some pretty bad.
There were some Ranko ones in there, but that's the whole thing. Is just like so much interference in the process from either executives or everybody second guessing everything that you end up with a thing that either could have really hugged the lane of dark humor, or really hug the lane of let's just go nuts with the action. Or it's hard for me to explain because I actually really enjoyed this movie like quite a bit, but I could tell that there was like discordance with how it was made.
You got it. It was on the cusp of losing their option. So they were making it work at all costs. So they didn't want to lose the option.
Which is really, it's why we're talking about the director. Right? It really comes down to the director. You have a funny man like Dennis Leary, and you have a choice. He's either going to be funny or he's going to be treacherous. Like you have to pick a lane.
Threatening, yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he doesn't really become either because he has these big wide eyes when he's yelling at our protagonists. And you're like, oh, he's going to crack a joke, and he never does.
I don't know. I feel like
made me. I couldn't help thinking about Christopher Nolan directing Robin Williams in the movie Insomnia. Much better director, obviously, and I guess a better comedian playing a villain, because it just I think of how scary Robin Williams is, in that movie.
Yeah.
And Dennis Leary never scared me once in this movie.
I thought Dennis Leary did an amazing job. I thought he was
I
stand
did
out.
too.
Emilio Estevez kind of did what he had to do, and that.
Emilio Estevez is stuck with the unfortunate position of being our proxy, because we meet him at the very beginning. He's got to represent the voice of reason. He's got to represent the middle ground between creep Ray, womanizer, Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Big brother, dad, not
fighty Dorf.
Used to have big balls. Balls
Fighty
have shrunk.
Dorf.
Maybe
I like
still got
Fighty
big
Dorf.
balls. Fighty Dorf.
I like that a lot.
Right. So Estevez has to kind of be the like, oh, hey, don't be such a womanizer, or oh, don't, I'm going to hold you back. Don't beat up this guy with the road rage fight on the highway, etc. Like he's got to be very bland.
It's too bad.
Has something to lose.
It's too bad Stephen Dorff didn't play that role. He was 20-ish when they made this movie, and so he wasn't quite old enough to be believable as having a wife and kid. Right. But Stephen Dorff would have been a much better everyman for me. Where there's something about Emilio Estevez where I'm like, shouldn't you be slanging a gun in the Old West or something? I don't know what it is.
too much Young Guns for you. I'm kind of the other way. I still see him as like the little high school student in Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to see him as being more than this 18, 19-year-old, even as he's an adult in this thing, obviously, but he still looks like
you know what? Another reversal I kind of thought was it would have been very interesting for Dennis Leary to be the compassionate protagonist and Emilio Estevez be the freaking gangster with a gun. I like that could have worked better, I think.
Oh, he's played that well. He's played that part before well. I don't think I don't think they even activated him until that final scene where he is stalking Dennis Leary in whatever kind of shop that is that he's stalking them in. Man, that's intense.
Because you have Cuba Gooding Jr. and like every shot of the three or four of them, one of them dies. Like you're paying attention to Cuba Gooding Jr. He's acting his ass off, and his reactions and his fear when they're hiding in a train car and so on. Like it's really
he's maybe a little too
overacting.
I found him to be overbearing a little bit, and I don't know why, because I actually do normally like his roles. I'm not usually
I think that was a good fit. Actually, I think he played it. I think
he's fine for the role. He's fine for the role. It's just there were times late in the final third where I was just like, your eyes are too big, and I'm going to laugh at you. Like
I'm going to laugh at you. I think this movie. I kept trying to think how this movie could have been better and what that would have meant if it had been better, or what would have been worse. And I think, honestly, it's just a really good look at the state of how we were thinking during the early 90s about some of these subjects. And if it was any better, I would probably hate it because it would just take itself too serious. And if it was just a little bit worse, I would like, oh, this is just, you just fumbled it. So it kind of fits. It swaggers across the finish line for me.
I think so.
It plays like it's cool. It's like effortless. We did it.
Good job, guys.
Before we get too far away from the John Travolta potential for the lead role, the Dennis Leary role, according to the director, almost went to Kevin Spacey. And this is a pre-Verbal Kint, pre-Usual Suspects.
The Ref, which comes out next year with Dennis Leary and Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. The only real big thing that we'd seen him before was Glenn Ross the year before. He'd been in other things that, but in very minor roles. But
I'm glad
it would have been interesting. I know. Yeah, I like Dennis Leary in this as well. Yeah. Not that I think that Kevin Spacey and his horribleness outside of acting aside. But he plays a good villain. He played a good villain in that Baby Driver thing that we watched.
So good.
Yeah. No, he's awesome. That's part of
Seven.
Did he play it or he just show up? You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like when you see somebody who's so good as a villain, like Seven and Usual Suspects, and it's like, am I the asshole or is everybody else the asshole?
There was a pre-production bit of news that Ray Liotta was going to be in this movie, and I was trying to imagine what in the world he was going to be cast as. Like you want him to just be a generic bad guy, but Ray Liotta at that time probably would have gotten one of the principal roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which role? I
Did you-
can't.
Probably
Did you ever
Estevez
see the
role,
movie?
if I had to guess.
Yeah. I'm assuming
Did you ever
Frank.
see the movie Something Wild with Melanie Griffith? Jeff Daniels, Ray Liotta plays the bad guy in that, and he is the most frightening in a dark comedy. And that movie is a dark comedy. Ray Liotta is the most menacing thing you'll see on screen.
I mean, I
comedy.
like him. I have a weird, vague memory of that movie. I don't think I saw it though, but I like him in darker roles. I like him all eviled up. Like he could have done it.
Yeah.
That would have been all right.
I mean, that movie also features a pre-everything Queen Latifah doing kind of like a rap at the beginning and ending of the film as a, or no, I guess she's a waitress in the beginning of the film, and at the end she puts down her tray of glasses and walks over to the camera and does a rap over the closing credits. It's fantastic.
I think I did see it, and I remember that John Waters has a cameo.
Oh, really?
I think he does. Yeah,
I don't remember that.
His itty bitty mustache shows up.
That's right. Exactly.
Could anybody have replaced Jeremy Piven though, without them rewriting the role?
No, I think that's the weird thing. He's so Jeremy Piven in this, but it's also kind of I don't know what that role is without him.
It's amusing because he's perfect for this thing that he has to be, which is the ringleader of this group of guys, right? Like that character, you almost like, as soon as you realize that he's basically stolen the Winnebago and so on, like it's almost like he has to die. It's almost like you're just like, oh, karma is coming for this dude.
Yeah. And that it is the judgment in Judgment Night.
But and they really quickly forget that one of their friends died, because there's scenes later on in the film when it's just the three remaining dudes where they're like, they're hiding out in that bodega, getting chased around the bodega that's also got clothing, electronics, and fine china. But they're getting chased where they kind of are smiling at each other like, oh, we've got him now. And it's like, one of your guys did get thrown off a roof to his death.
Anytime you have a group of four friends, there's always one of them that everybody can accept the loss.
He's the red shirt. Well, and if if it's Jeremy Piven,
right?
No one's gonna miss him, kind of thing. He never mentions having a wife at home. It's just a dad that signs the checks.
Yeah, he almost was my kitty in the sink, just because of that. It's not that he wasn't represented and didn't have a death or was supposed to show up again or whatever. But Brian's right. By the end, they were just like, oh, phew, that was close.
Good thing nothing bad happened to us tonight. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, well. Oh, wait.
Forget about the rotting corpse of Jeremy Piven 8 blocks that direction. Like, gosh dang, dude.
Ready to go to the game next week? No, I'm going to stay home with the wife. All right, cool.
Yeah, that was really, really weird.
I think.
By the way, I just want to make sure I know it's not a Winnebago. It's a.
Oh yeah, please don't get it wrong.
It's called a Revcon King.
And people will get you if you don't.
Revcons. Revcons were a pretty big deal for maybe 15 years. The guy who invented them was the stepson of the guy who founded Airstream. They were supposed to be, the King line was supposed to be the best. And that's how it's presented in this movie, as though it's way, way more expensive than it actually was in real life.
How you know is they got like 5 CRT TVs.
Oh, they're everywhere. They packed so much tech into that little motorhome.
It really is its own character, and
it is.
I hit the Internet Car Movie Database and looked it up because I wasn't sure what it was, and boy, people are passionate about that. And actually, one of the guys was on there. He was like commented, I don't know if he's full of shit or not, but he was like, "This was my dad's. He drove it for years, and this is the one that they ended up blowing up because they had several." And if you look at those from that era, that's definitely something they just made up. They just like they knew it was going to blow it up, so they took a couple of them. Fitted them to look future retro or something, and I would love to have crawled into that thing.
I cannot get over. I could not get past. It kept distracting me how Dennis Leary referred to it as a truck for like 10 minutes.
I love that.
Oh,
I love that. That makes it even
like how many guys are in the truck? Who's in the truck? Did you guys see who went in the truck? How many are in the truck?
Right, yeah.
I'm like, what are you saying? It's that's not a truck, Dennis Leary.
No, he doesn't. He's inner city guy.
He's not an idiot. He knows stuff.
But he's not an idiot. He's just
Oh, you
ignorant to
cannot
certain things.
You cannot give him sway on that. There's no way he doesn't know that's a motorhome,
The character,
an RV.
character.
No, that's what I'm saying. That character knows way too
you don't
much
think
shit.
Fallon?
What?
Okay.
Who? Fallon?
You don't think Fallon? Fallon, that's the character. Fallon.
Oh, his name's Fallon. Yeah,
Dennis Leary's character. Yeah.
I was thinking Jimmy Fallon. I'm like, was Jimmy Fallon?
No, Dennis Leary knows the difference. I'm saying that the character.
Yeah,
Fallon,
I'm saying the character Fallon knows plenty. The guy makes tons of money. He makes tons of references about the suburbs and the fancy shoes and where'd you get them and like he's not.
But it feels
dummy.
like a thing he would say. Well, he's not. It feels like a thing he would say to get under your skin.
Well, he succeeded. He got under my skin and didn't leave. He's like he was the ladybug from Bug's Life now. Wouldn't get out of my damn skin. Drove me nuts. I don't know why I let that one bug me, but it did. It was super irritating. One thing this movie does that I really, really like is that I have big anxiety about alone in the dark streets in a terrible part of town, lost, nowhere to go, don't know where you're at. You see weird shit happening around. It's all dilapidated. That right there, serious fear machine for me. And that
Young
works.
Men,
yeah.
This movie is totally relatable in a cartoonish way of young men trying to separate from their friend groups and move on with their life, right? That transition. So and that fear of because you've been the badass in school because of the environment, but then once you take yourself out of that environment and suddenly you find yourself in the streets where real shit happens because they were all bloodthirsty, right? There's like, they couldn't wait to go watch this controlled fight, but then they were on the streets fighting for their lives, and it's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's do you have the medal?
Yeah.
Do you have the thing? Do you have the balls? And Stephen Dorff's character, I thought was actually it
was a really subtle portrayal. I liked it.
Yeah, for what he had, he really played it up to the exact point which you would think. He's all cocky and confident when he's fighting against other people that is like that he's in an environment he's used to, and then when he gets to a real life or death situation, it changes.
Well, and then not only that, he has a conscience that some of the others are struggling with, like Cuba Gooding Jr.'s desire to freak out and shoot people and kill people and freak out all the time. Is a character flaw for him, and it comes out at the worst possible time when you need him to be most put together. He's losing it and is going to get somebody killed. Whereas Stephen Dorff's character appears early to be the rebellious younger brother. Do we even want to take him?
Their hair trigger.
But then he's got he has sympathy for the guy on the street for trying to help somebody, intervening. I really liked it, and I'm not used to it from him because he's usually given the role of we need a dick who can be a Hollywood dick. Oh, Stephen Dorff's available, sweet. He's just got that look, right? Like from Blade or anything else he's been in. He's just kind of a bastard.
I'll tell you who else really blew me away. I loved Everlast on Dennis Leary's team. House of Pain's the lead Everlast.
The henchman with a goatee and a hoodie.
Yeah, who liked the Edge to me immediately. I was like, oh my God, in my memories, I thought it was the Edge for some reason. And I'm like, of course, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, I'm glad you guys brought this up. I didn't know that was him. Wow.
Eric Schrody.
Eric Schrody. Yep.
That's his real name.
Proper name.
You know, the reason you didn't notice it, Scott, is because he didn't jump around.
Oh, I should have jumped around. Got up, got down, jumped around.
Him.
Oh man, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, there were a couple of side characters I thought were kind of interesting, but they all died pretty quick, so it was like didn't get a good taste of them.
Green, we didn't get any Peter Green, and I was wanting more Peter Green.
We got a little Peter Green.
Which one was Peter Green?
He's the one with the long face.
Zed.
Right-hand man of Dennis Leary.
Zed from Pulp Fiction, that guy.
Yeah, he's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's interesting. I'm going to share with you guys
a lot of stuff.
I'm going to share with you guys an image of Peter Green that I just thought was interesting because I could not get this out of my head. He looks like, to me, I wrote it down here. Yeah, he looks like Peter Weller and Cillian Murphy
I could see
had
that.
a baby. Here's your image. I'm just going to share this with you.
The sunken eyes.
Especially right now. Like as he gets older, that there, that's the combo.
Geez, totally. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
And he kind of always plays kind of a similar character, but he's
Well, and
I like Peter Green pretty good.
Another example of someone whose peak of their career was happening at this time.
Right.
He was the heavy in The Mask. I think he actually becomes the Mask at some point in that movie.
He does, yeah.
He had some really big opportunities, and I feel like he does perfectly well. It's just in this movie, he's the other guy. Like he's he's the Dennis Leary gets all the lines and all the reasons and so on.
Right.
And Peter Green is just,
the heavy, one of the heavies.
And he's a hothead, right? He wants to shoot everybody.
Yeah,
but
it's enough to be. He's kind of sub boss though. It's enough to be a sub boss.
He's bad enough to play that second role. Poor Travis got just drowned.
That guy
for Dennis Leary.
That was a character. That was pretty dark. That was the part where I like. Oh, Leary's really good at being dark, but then he make like a joke about what was the joke about the team that never wins anything? Purdue. I hate Purdue.
Yeah. It's I love it when he kind of pops out of that because you realize he's still just a bro dude, right? Even though he's out here on the streets,
I think
around blood money.
That kind of character, I just think they handle it better in The Ref. And I know The Ref is more comedic, but The Ref is also dark comedy. Oh, I'd love to for Christmas. We should totally do it.
Oh yeah, good call.
Because it's a Christmas movie, but I do have some scrutiny about Peter Green.
Scrutiny,
and it's this. According to Jeremy Piven, Peter Green had been fired toward the end of production, and his stand-in was used for the rest of the movie. If he was, I couldn't tell because he talked a lot until he died. Like that sounds like Piven making shit up to me, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not like Piven trying to start some shit. Is what it sounds like to me.
He's got an entourage, and he's like, you know what, guys, I'm making this up. That's what's happening.
It is one of these movies where the same four people keep encountering the same four people that are after them.
Yeah, the superpower that Dennis Leary has,
right? And so you kind of care about all four. You kind of want all four to be a character,
right? Yeah,
and the movie really fails to build out the three people alongside Dennis Leary. And I feel like that's a mistake. Like in the end, it's Emilio Estevez versus Dennis Leary, sure. But along the way, I kind of want the whole group on the bad side to be as known to me as the whole group on the good side.
Yeah, would have been more interesting for sure. Yeah.
And what happens because of that is that I'm just like, hey, why didn't you guys just run? Like I spend the whole movie like if the four of us, let me just I kept thinking about the four of us in a freaking a freaking motorhome, and we come across some crime going on, and we have to flee on foot. The four of us would just run in the same direction for 10 minutes, and that's it. Like you're in a whole other city. Like it's this neighborhood isn't inescapable. It isn't built in.
Stop in a train. Yeah.
Estevez's character even says that he says we're probably not even 10 miles away from our home. So we probably because they were acting like it was a totally different world. But you're right. It felt like you could just hoof it. Instead of hanging out with the standing hobos. I don't know why those hobos were just standing in a freaking cart.
The first ones that they come across?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. The ones that are around the barrel.
No, not the ones that they shoot the bird at or shoot stomach bird.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm talking about the hobos in the train car.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I was going to say, usually the ones on the street are all gathered around a barrel that's got fire coming out of it.
That's right.
That first encounter, you're actually thinking, oh, they're in trouble already. And no, they're not. It's just some hobos. They're just having fun.
Yeah.
Pull out a freaking bottle and toast to them.
Those are good. Those were some good old boys out there. Actually, it's funny you brought up the train ones because I kind of forgot about them. That's not a memorable time for me.
Oh, really? I think that's hilarious.
It's fine. It's not that it's bad or not intense. It's just in the overall, when I thought about the movie and I was done, I completely forgot about that whole sequence.
I couldn't stop laughing this time around when they open the door and they just spread out like rats. All of them just they just all got their arms in the air and everything. And I found it kind of hilarious.
I wish there was more. I don't know. Again, it's a lane picking. Are you going to be a comedy? Okay, fine. If you're going to be a dark comedy, fine. You want to be a serious, like really menacing thing? Okay. But it was all those things. And I'm not sure that's a good summary.
I wasn't sure what the movie was at the end because I don't think I think after, Dennis Leary dies and we get the, okay, he's not going to get back up kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of like just, wrapping up everything. All right, let's wrap it up, people. As Emilio Estevez's character Frank Wyatt is leaving the crime scene, which like they're gonna let him walk away anyway. When he's leaving the crime scene, they tell him his wife's outside. I'm like, wait, his wife came down? Is this like some kind of weird detective movie rewrite or something, because that's the kind of stuff
weird.
that it's like, I told you to be safe, you weren't safe, and your wife's outside now and she's fuming.
Yep,
And,
that's who I'm giving this to, by the way. You don't have any comeback on that. All it is a reference that she showed up, which makes no sense.
Your
that
wife's
she's there.
outside.
Right. Yeah.
So F that. The whole ending just ended too, like, not conveniently. I don't know what to call it. It was just like zip, 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 we're out.
It was right. It was a Game of Thrones final season. Like, ooh, we got to wrap this up, fellas. We got.
We're an hour and a half here. We need to wrap this movie up. Let's come on, let's go.
Yeah, it felt. I felt it, and I didn't like that. That part bugged me. I kept expecting more, and I was glad it wasn't another. Dennis Leary has risen back up. He's not dead.
Right. He's When you first hear the click of the gun on Emilio's head at the very end, there, thinking, crap, he's alive. He just is faking his death.
Yeah,
but it's a nice. Okay, good. We're not going with the trope.
I did laugh pretty hard when those guys were sliding around the sewer pipes.
They're having fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because every sewer comes with a water slide.
Yeah. And then also anybody in a sewer better not be going woohoo. Like, forget it, dude. It's a sewer. It's gross.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I remembered one of them screaming like they were scared. I don't remember the screaming being having fun.
No. That's the bad guys. Dennis Leary's characters, when they showed up, they were just having fun.
Yeah, they were sliding, and there is, on this slide that does not exist.
Yeah, they're the lost boys of this movie where they're having fun chasing you. It's a good time for them.
No, our guys were going down the slide going, man, Ray would have really enjoyed this. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Remember Ray? Yeah. Remember him?
Remember Ray Gun? He's out.
Yeah. And they called him Ray Gun. I hate that.
I hate everything.
Yeah.
Look, that's not, I know, whatever. I had friends in high school with terrible nicknames. In college, I had friends with bad nicknames. That Ray Gun, that's the best you got.
Was it even in there? That's something I had in my head. I can't remember. But yeah, I did like that. Yeah. I thought it was pretty on brand for Ray to not go across the ladder and just take a stand like an idiot because of his fears and try to talk down Dennis Leary.
All right, so let's say things go bad
his way.
I mean, well, let's say they go the bad way he's expecting to go. Why don't you leave the ladder up just in case you need to scurry across?
There you go.
I actually thought it was good because I actually thought it was kind of redeeming that he threw that option away and it protected his friends. So
did it?
I don't know if he did it to protect his friends, or if he just threw it away for no options for him. That way, he was a
dumb hold my beer moment that I don't think Ray would have done.
Right.
Yeah. If anything, it was just his way of saying, I don't know. See, that's a weird bit of writing.
He turned into a big chicken shit when things were starting to hit the fan. Like, hey, call 911. Hold on, let me take a big drink of vodka just so I can make sure that there's alcohol in my system in case they do a sobriety test.
Yeah. Man, this thing was pivoty as hell. By the way, my reference earlier was I said he may as well have George Costanza with you. Yeah. When I wrote that, I'd seen it since, but when I wrote that, I'd forgotten that in the fake TV show about nothing on Seinfeld, where they had a couple of seasons where they were making an NBC show, George and Jerry were writing, the person who applied for the job to play George and got the job and was there for those episodes was Jeremy Piven.
Oh, I forgot about that too, because he had little glasses and stuff too, right? Like George style glasses.
And he nailed the George, like absolutely nailed it. And the more I think about it, it's perfect casting. Yeah. Like in this, he's George. Basically, he's George in this. Yeah. With a few dark twists, but yeah, if they ever do like a Seinfeld movie, just make him George. I don't know what he's doing these days, but Jeremy Piven is he's a certain vibe.
Yep.
He just has to get off of John Cusack's coattails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From remember he's selling houses and whatever he was doing in that. I forgot. What was he? Was he a real? Yeah, he was a real estate guy in Grosse Pointe Blank, I think.
He plays that so well. He seems like a sales guy, right?
He does. He does that role very well, and he's really good at what he does. Just got to give a shit. He doesn't make the movie poster though. Poor guy. Like the movie poster just has Cuba, Emilio, and Steven Dorff.
Steven Dorff.
Weird.
Yeah, because they're the three survivors.
Spoiler. Right.
It really is.
All of the initial. The trope that I keep coming to in this movie is Everybody's strapped with a huge handgun.
Yeah.
Like it's so strange to me that we start with Jeremy Piven having a Beretta 9.2 in the Winnebago in the freaking motorhome.
Right.
Like what the hell is why? Couldn't he have just picked up someone's gun along the way? Did we have to? It's just weird.
It was weird.
And then, of course, like that's not a big enough gun. So, one of the guy that we're calling the Edge has the freaking biggest handgun in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
And
Les got a big old gun.
Those are scary.
Yeah. And then Dennis Leary's carrying around this other 357 Magnum. And just like,
I appreciate the fact that they did a bullet count. So I never once went, oh, that's too many bullets. They kept it close enough that it's like, oh, I'm not sure. Maybe.
Dennis Leary's the fastest reloader ever in a movie.
Oh, in the history of the world.
No kidding. It
was
doesn't even have to look at it.
No.
Like, he gets a handful of bullets out of his pocket, and while he's walking around, not even looking, he reloads his
which is badass
6-shooter.
Yeah, which is why yet one more reason why he should know what a truck is. All right.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
Is it fair to say that in every movie ever, the guns are always fully loaded at the start of the movie before the opening credits of any film?
Yeah.
Every gun that exists in that film is fully loaded.
Oh, I love that. I have never really thought of that before, but yeah, like no one ever checks.
Starts the movie with like empty. Oh crud! I forgot to reload.
Because I was trying to observe safety precautions, I forgot to load my gun. None of that ever happens.
I was
you lucky punk. Did I shoot one shot or two? Because I'm totally out.
I was annoyed because like the first gun we see is that Beretta in the motorhome, and
the truck. Yeah.
One of them, I guess, Steven Dorff pulls it out of the drawer. And then immediately just hands it over to Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, who's suspecting it?
And he locks the slide back, and I'm like,
yeah.
That's a fully loaded gun. What are you doing?
Yeah,
fully loaded and cocked and ready to go.
I figured these guys were going to blow a hole in that motorhome very quickly.
Yeah, it's funny. I haven't seen this movie since. I think the only other time I've seen it is when it first came out on home video, either VHS or DVD or whatever.
I owned it on Laserdisc.
I'm sure you did.
Of course, it was one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
But I could have sworn, like before I watched, I could have said, "Oh well, yeah, they spend at least 90% of the time in the RV. Like the RV is with them for most of the film." I completely forgot that you lose the RV within 10 minutes.
I was the same. I kept thinking that there was a lot more RV, and I don't remember them getting slammed into that small, convenient alleyway. But
the perfect RV-sized alley.
Yeah. I don't.
As much as
I
complained about this with the Goonies, I want to say some of the best parts of this movie are the four of them in that motorhome, all talking over each other. It's just very well shot. Yeah, it's very believable. And I wanted to be very annoyed by it because I feel like that's kind of lazy for the director. It's just like, talk over each other.
Make it seem real. Say real, suburbanite jokes, right? Dad jokes, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I thought that. That's a really interesting point. You guys are giving me a new perspective on that.
That RV though, I have a question. And maybe I don't have enough RV experience. Do most of them have like a loudspeaker outside? Can you just like
my dad's did
yell at people?
Our Winnebago did.
We had did it really? Really? So you could like yell at other drivers with it?
Yeah, when I was a teenager, and he had two things in there. He had a CB, and then if you switch this big silver toggle switch, it would turn to outside speakers, and you would be like, "Get out of the way, cow or deer or whatever."
I don't think that's what that was for. I think it was more like to call the kids home when you're out camping, right? It's like, kids, get your asses back to the RV.
I mean, you can use it for you could use it for whatever, but I think you're right. I mean, I think the original thing is also it's like I don't know if not a safety thing, but like hey, get out of the. I don't know what. Honestly, I don't even know if I ever heard my dad use it except maybe once as a joke. Like
right, yeah. Because he's probably thinking the same thing. Why the hell do we have this? Might as well turn it on. I got some ice cream over here, kids.
Yeah.
Anybody want some ice cream?
The more you say that, the more I think that's how it got used in our household. But I don't remember. The part I don't remember is whether or not the
You had a brand new, pristine Nintendo with a zapper in there.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't have all that shit. We just had like a freaking, what do you call them? 8-track. That's all we had.
Yeah. That's all you need, baby.
With Captain and Tennille on repeat because my parents were weird about that. And it was on
I like
repeat.
to say they're weird about that.
Oh, they
I bet, you know what? You know what I love? I know the fact you say that. I guarantee you that was the soundtrack to their love making before you came along. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Of course it was. Yeah.
I hate that so much.
That's how your daddy got your mama.
Yeah, that's how I got.
Jeez.
Wow.
You're welcome.
That thing went
You're
places.
welcome.
I hope none of the consummation that happened with my parents happened in that RV, but they probably did.
RV.
You know?
Yeah.
Probably
we have
did.
parents. They do stuff.
Yeah.
They're people. They're people too.
I should just get over
They
it.
should come. What's that?
What?
Right.
No,
That's payback for the Play
you
Retro
got me
show.
back. Yeah, you got me back. Nice job. I was going to say one other thing. Oh, the thing about Peter Green, his Pulp Fiction thing would happen a year later, but I don't ever feel like that role I never felt like the Pulp Fiction role was going to be a thing that you were going to be able to rely on as a way to propel your career more. And so I made a note here saying, oh, yeah, you're gonna get the GIMP and you get all the fun stuff you're about to do, and everyone's gonna think you're the most disgusting thing they've seen in a movie, and you're not gonna get any more work. But it turns out Peter Green, busy boy, he's got all kinds of shit.
Dude's he's in all kinds of stuff, especially TV stuff. He's everywhere.
Yeah, all over the place. And a lot of it we know, and it's a lot of like The Dope Thief, which I definitely want to watch and haven't yet. The Apple TV Plus thing is supposed to be really good.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Let's see. The other one, The Continental, another show I want to catch up on and see. The one based on John Wick. He's in
the
that.
John Wick extended universe.
Yeah.
But all that notwithstanding, this is the very first time we've ever seen him on Film Sack. That kind of surprises me.
I'm surprised.
Really?
Wow.
Whoa.
I
Really?
did not know that.
Our first Peter Green and our first Everlast, whatever.
Yeah, Everlast. You got it. That's everybody knows him. Everybody knows him by his real name.
That makes sense to me, though.
Yeah, nobody knows Eric Schrody is Eric Schrody. Everybody knows him.
Whereas this is our 8th Emilio Estevez movie, and I feel like we're kind of catching up on Emilio Estevez lately.
A little bit, yeah.
With we kind of recently watched Repo Man and The Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. What's another? What's the one we did live? Maximum Overdrive.
Right.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Breakfast Club.
2015 was it? No, 14. I can't remember when we did that, but
maybe long time. 13. 13?
Was it 13? Jeez,
maybe
that is old. That's old.
Yeah.
That's
old, people. That's 12.
That's 12 fucking. Did I just say the F word? I did.
I don't. 12 funkin' years, I think is what you meant to say.
I meant freaky and then funky, and out came the F-bomb. Congratulations, Film Sack. You're my first podcast I've dropped an F-bomb on. Nice job.
I love it. Love it.
How do we feel about Emilio Estevez overall? Like comparing him to his dad and his brother as sort of a career.
I'll take him over his brother
mine.
any day.
He's mine, right? So like other generations may go with a different one of those, but Emilio Estevez is my generation.
I mean, I love Martin Sheen. He's awesome. He's President Bartlett forever. I loved Apocalypse Now. Like he's a great actor, but he's also that's the thing I like about Emilio Estevez. I feel like I'm looking at his dad.
Yeah,
more than
especially now.
So many times.
now. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit though. Like he's sort of put into that Brat Pack thing, and then just nobody takes him seriously.
Did you see the interview with him talking about the Brat Pack and all that kind of stuff?
In that movie, Bratz.
Yeah,
I never saw it. What was his whole
little documentary?
Well, I know what it is, but
he didn't want to be in it. He's like, get me out of this shit.
Yeah,
yeah, but he's like one of the people who talks to him for the longest time. Like he. You know,
that's because he wanted to get the story straight.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Like when you say he didn't want to be in it, you mean he didn't want to be a Brat Pack.
He didn't want
to be classified as
Brat
that.
Pack, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah. I could see that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him. So
yeah.
Getting back to seeing him do his stuff is good. I mean, he is.
and at this time, by the way, during the time of Judgment Night, he was married to Paula Abdul.
Well, I'm sorry.
What?
Wait, I
thought she was married to that animated cat.
MC
thing.
Scat Cat?
Scat Cat, yeah.
Yes.
No? All right.
No.
It's funny if Emilio Estevez doesn't want to be known as Brat Pack, because if you look up the term Brat Pack, the first
Number
name
one.
that comes up is Emilio
I think
Estevez.
that's why he's so opposed to it. But wait now, tell me, do you really want to love me? He didn't love her forever. He only loved her temporarily.
No,
Oh.
no, which is good. He told her straight up that he did exactly what she asked him to do in that song. Straight up, tell me, do you want to be with me forever? Love me forever.
Did she Adele him?
No,
Is that what happened?
No, she did not Adele him, as far as I know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, opposites attract.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
And now you've covered the entirety of the hits. That's all of
I
them.
didn't work in a cold-hearted snake.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You didn't rush through this.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right. Can you guys guess what I thought was gross? It's actually not that. It's not going to be that obvious what grossed me out. So if that helps you at all.
Oh, there was a close up of Emilio Estevez, and he's got like spittle coming out of the side of his mouth.
That was pretty nasty. I'll give that a yuck.
Yuck.
But I didn't find it
pick
gross.
that up. Wow.
Oh, is it Cuba and his little brother having to lay in the filth that is the bathroom closet? Is that gross? That's pretty gross.
That was it.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That was it.
Gross.
Because everything else was just kind of like, I mean, I don't know, anything in the sewer's pretty gross, or anything, those are all kind of generally gross, but them on that bathroom floor, not really being able to do much.
They were laying on a dirty mop.
Estevez
You just know.
does make a good effort to go through that whole bodega and find the grossest place to put those two.
Is that what it is? Did we determine is it a retail store? Is it some kind of?
It's a Big Lots. I don't know
Big
what.
Lots.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It'd be interesting to see where they actually filmed it, but I assume it's one of those neighborhood grocer things. Yeah.
Do we still have
with
movies?
the fine china section?
Right.
Yeah.
Do we still have movies that portray night workers coming out just doing their job, their
with
headphones on,
and
then getting shot at and going, "What the hell?"
I mean,
tropey as hell. That
it is tropey. Best use was Stan Lee in one of the newer Spider-Man films, where he's completely oblivious to the fight going on behind him in a school.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I like that. I'm trying to think of some others that I know I've seen it a million times.
Yeah.
Well, first time I saw it was in Ghostbusters, where the lady's just she's cleaning the hotel and she's dropping off some toilet paper and they zap the toilet paper. And I think she says something like, "What the hell's going on?" or something like that. It was just
something
like I'm trying to do my job and you guys are up here shooting proton packs.
This movie really played around with people's sense of hearing, and I didn't love it. Like the big attack where Emilio Estevez approaches Dennis Leary from behind. He takes off his belt. He walks 20 paces.
I loved it.
And ambushes the guy who is standing there listening for his approach.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing that Leary is doing is trying to hear him.
But aren't they in a chime shop and everything's like going tinkle, 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 tinkle? I'm not sure.
There's some sounds, sure.
Right.
I'm just saying if you were Dennis Leary's character in that situation, you'd be looking around 360. You wouldn't be only staring in one direction and getting ambushed.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just weird.
I'm going to attribute that to Emilio Estevez's suburban penny loafers, the very quiet shoe.
It is a quiet shoe. Yeah.
He's got a kid, so he knows how to be quiet walking around at night.
Right.
Yes.
This is a skill within his.
I will say this:
range.
when he got around his neck, it subverted my expectations, because he creaked or whatever happened, and Leary had his head cocks like he heard something.
Right.
And so I thought, well, there goes your plan. You're not going to be able to strangle him. And then while Leary's just kind of going, I wonder what that sound was I just heard just now. Then he gets him, and I guess I didn't expect that. There was a lot of other stuff in this movie I fully expected, but I didn't expect that.
I also was trying to read too much into it. I gave this movie too much credit way too often.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like, is he kind of like the daddy that he doesn't want to be, but he's having to be? Now he's going to take his belt off and whip the bad boy. I think you're thinking too much, Brian. You're right.
Yep, you are.
Yeah. A little too much credit.
This movie could have done that, and instead it's like, what if we met a hobo who used to be a good football player, and like all of that exposition could have gone into the main characters and their backstories and their motivations, but it didn't. at all.
I'm glad it didn't. And when I started thinking about that, Randy, I thought about it a lot of times. I'm like, man, there was a lot of this them hiding places, and I'm like, you could have shortened that a lot, and then explored why Emilio Estevez was trying to, set out loud some of the things that were intuitive about the character.
And I want to be really, really clear. You have to give the hobo ex-football player some exposition so that I care about him when he immediately gets shot because he's
in
a
the
black
back.
guy.
Well, no, because he's wearing Cuba Gooding Jr.'s jacket.
Right. I'm just saying there's a trope here. He's a black guy. He's going to get shot real quick. And Cuba gets shot too.
Yeah, that's true.
In the gut.
2 black guys get shot. The guy that played the younger gangster kid when he was trying to negotiate with Leary.
Was he at the apartment?
Was he somebody we're supposed to know?
No, but he did. He on-screen presence though. He did really good.
No, I really liked him. That's why I'm wondering. Is I feel like he could have kept going.
Yeah, he really was playing that.
But
role
I'm not
really
sure
well.
which actor I'm looking at here on the IMDb.
I don't know if he's in here.
You're looking for a guy named Relaway Webb.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there it is. Do we know him from anything else? Because
Night Street Tough or something, or what is
Night Street Tough?
Buck? I don't know. I'm like, how'd you label him? I don't think they gave him a name.
Apartment Snitch.
Apartment Snitch, or no? How about was he the guy? I don't think he was the guy, the one that was doing the vertical swinging in the swing set. I love that. If you come upon. Was it the same guy? If you come upon, I thought that was a snitch. I thought that was Snitch running to tell. Run Tell was his name.
Run Tell. That's what I thought you were talking about. Okay, so not
Run Tell.
No. Kid on the Swing. That was Donovan D. Ross, who was the kid on the swing, or as I like to call him, early warning sign that you should not be in this area. If there's a guy swinging, standing up.
Yes. Right. There's a number of tropes
coming for you.
Yeah. Run.
There's a number of tropes. If there's a couple of people swinging jump ropes, if there's a shoe hanging from a line over the street.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. These are all things
night.
You need to just run the other direction. Why don't you just run the other direction?
Yeah. I love that. That reminds me of Breaking Bad when they had those shoes and you didn't know how they got there, and then the whole half season explained how the shoes got up there. I love that.
Yeah. And now wherever I go, it's like, oh, those are shoes. And most times it's just idiot kids throwing shoes up to the line somewhere. But,
like they do because they're idiots.
Yeah.
They're dummies. They're freaking fools.
Fools! You're going to kill somebody.
Let's see. Did I have any else thing? Oh, let's see. This project, by the way, this is where things got real weird because I was doing deep dives on the writing and all that. According to the director, Stephen Hopkins, and everybody else involved in the project had been in development since 1978.
Yeah.
On and off for all that time. Different cast, different writers, new scripts, new directors, and they could never seem to get this thing done. It's all because Jared Cunningham was like a big in-demand writer guy who wrote First Blood. He wrote, let's see if I can find him. Where is he? Here.
I mean, his Hunter's Blood, Last of the Finest, Boss of Bosses, Big High Second String are the things that got produced. But he's got stuff like there's this thing called Isobar that was never produced. Script written for Joel Silver, Lawrence Gordon, John Davis, tells the story of a mutant professional fighter in a future world on a quest to discover the truth of his origins.
I will watch the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Originally tied to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my God, even better.
His asking price was too much for the studio, so instead he signed on for Total Recall.
Oh wow!
Then there's a Predator-like action tale where elite army robots hunt down a special forces squad that he was going to direct for New Line Cinema. He had a script about Bugsy Siegel and his mistress Virginia Hill.
Yeah.
He had a partner thing with Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie.
Oh, weird.
And then something about the real life story of Lawrence Rockwood, and I can't remember who Lawrence Rockwood was, but
I couldn't figure out what they had optioned exactly that was so important that they exercised it, because I was like,
yeah, right.
What is it the unique idea of 4 suburbanites going into the city?
It's not unique at all. I wrote down 3 movies off the top of my head that came before this that tell roughly the same story.
Yeah.
Right. Those 3 are The Warriors, After Hours,
oh, this is Warriors one.
And Adventures in Babysitting. Basically the same story.
That's right.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
different tone, maybe, but yeah. Same.
Right. And like, how do you differentiate when people maybe you wrote this movie in the 70s, but people keep coming along and making a similar thing. Like, how are you going to be very different? And the movie ultimately doesn't try to be different than those. Like the movie doesn't try to be caught in the bad side of town. The movie,
right?
It tries to be much more fight for your life. The characters talk to each other a lot.
Though you guys have a movie where it's set, you're stuck in, you've taken a wrong turn and you're in a horrible place and you can't get out of there. Favorite, because mine is it's not even a favorite because I dread it. I don't ever want to see it again. But the movie, I think it was Grand Canyon, and at one point,
Glover.
It was the
tow truck
Glover,
driver,
and it was Steve Martin, and it was. Can't think of Kevin Kline, and I think it was Kevin Kline who early on gets stuck downtown in a place that is just not. He's just a fish out of water, and that gives me anxiety. I don't know why. Oh,
did you ever see
Mine
Wrong
is
Turn, the movie?
Wrong Turn? No.
Yeah.
Feels like it's dead on the money.
Yeah. It is it's like, oh, well, we've made a bunch of movies like that. Why don't we just make movie and just not pretend anymore? Let's just call it Wrong Turn.
Is that a Halloween kind of deal?
It's kind of a scary movie. Eliza Dushku from 2003. Yeah, it has a whole series of movies.
There's 6 of them. Wow, I've never heard of any of these.
We should watch one of these.
We should watch one of them,
Yeah.
Mine is Quick Change. Despite the creepy press junket experience with Bill Murray and Gina Davis. The film
is that good?
I was gonna bring that up too. It's just so like I want to sack Quick Change because there's like a lot to it, but ultimately it is just Escape from the City, the movie.
But it's great. You got Jason Robards. You got like so many cameos. Dennis Quaid. Well, not cameo. He's a major character. But the Tony Shalhoub from Wings as I
love Tony Shalhoub.
A cab driver that doesn't speak any English.
I love that we still say for him. We say
from Wings.
From Wings.
Right.
Right. I do the exact same thing. It's like we could say Monk. We could say Men in Black. We could say a million things, but Wings. I always go to Wings because that's how I remember him.
I just saw an episode of Frasier where they did a focus group, and everybody loves Frasier in the focus group except for Tony Shalhoub's character, who has a
newspaper stand.
Yes, exactly. And just through a bunch of events.
I don't know. I just don't.
Frasier ends up burning down the newspaper stand.
He doesn't know why he doesn't like him, but Frasier proved why he should not like him. It's a good episode.
That's
now,
great.
As far as
and by the way, Quick Change is a remake.
Quick Change is a remake.
There was an '85 movie called Hold Up that is the same exact movie.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And one of the stars of that one is Kim Cattrall.
Oh,
I like her.
Wow.
It's not a Escape from the City movie, but it's the same thing. So this movie seems somewhere between like that and Bad Encounter is what I consider it. Like you've accidentally attracted the attention of a homicidal maniac for whatever reason.
Like The Hitcher.
This Duel from 1971 with Steven Spielberg, that one where the 18-wheeler is just chasing that guy down everywhere. You accidentally upset someone and they just won't stop.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind seeing that. I've never actually seen that. I know of its place historically anyway, because his first movie, thing he ever directed, and still holds up from what I've heard. But I've never seen it.
You totally should watch it.
Now, that's what's funny. I don't find any anxiety at all in the I'm stuck in the desert and there's a homicidal maniac here. That doesn't bother me at all. Why is it that and a freaking just an urban sprawling nightmare in the dark? Why is that scarier to me? I don't know.
Yeah. Like, how do you feel about the elephant graveyard in Lion King?
Oh, terrifying.
You know what?
Especially the hyenas. Oh,
I don't love it.
Except for the Whoopi Goldberg one. The Whoopi Goldberg, that hyena doesn't scare me.
No, she's fine. But that scene, you're right. That's a scary scene, especially if you're a little kid.
Did any of you watch it? Speaking of kids, any of you watch it with your kid? Watch Judgment Night with kids, or somebody too young to know what it was like before even MapQuest?
Before times,
Because I think you show this to somebody now and they go, "Hey, Ray, let's get off the highway." Okay, recalculating. Movie's over.
At least turn on the GPS. Come on, dude. Come on. Now they had
Advanced Motorhome didn't even have a freaking internet.
Did
Yeah.
we even have? We didn't have any like Garmin.
We
or
must
anything back
we must
then.
have had something because he did have a cell phone. So I mean, I would assume.
Well,
that
early
at
'90s
least-
cell phone, but there's no GPS on those things.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, but there is connectivity. So I would not be surprised if some upper end people didn't have some form of
some sort of
GPS or
GPS kind
something.
of thing.
Let's see when it started.
You'd have to look it up. If I had to guess, it's mostly military back then, and regular
Right.
people didn't have GPS.
But what about a highly modified mobile home mini bar arcade CRT home place?
I mean, I don't know. The question isn't so much that whether it was only for rich people. It was whether it was just available or not. And I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, that thing was decked out.
Yeah.
Right.
Back in the 80s, my wealthy aunt and uncle had an Allegro motorhome.
Oh.
And it was very top
fast?
of the line thing. And they did not have all these gadgets. I mean, it's just.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Even I did there's a shot of this RV on the highway, and the satellite dish is massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a specialty item intentionally so that they could. Yeah. It was supposed to be out of the norm, right? But it looks like it says 1999 was the real first launch of commercially
that
available
makes sense.
GPSs. So that would be after this. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I think it's probably right around the time Garmin got started, if I had to guess. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's a weird time. Yeah, like if they made this now, people's cell phones would get taken, smashed.
Yeah, because you got to
Or
isolate the people,
no
right?
signal or something. Yeah.
That's always what it is. No
And if you blow up the RV/truck, you wouldn't have any like built-in
Right.
GPS. I mean, you could do it, but you'd have to do a lot of that. Right? Dennis Leary to be like,
because
"Did you get their phones? All right, smash their phones. Okay, now it's like the 90s. Let's go."
The trope we've seen the most in these movies is that the police are useless, and you have to disconnect the people in the movie from the police.
Yeah.
Well, Randy, 911 is a joke in your town. If I've learned anything from that era,
Yeah. Don't count on them. Also, those first cops that took off, what was their deal? How come they were in such a hurry? Where was the fire?
Oh,
I don't
the ones that
know.
kind of, like down the street and then they just disappeared.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I thought the story was that Leary was going to, because I didn't know anything about it going in, obviously. So I thought, I'm like, when's Dennis Leary show up? And I'm like, oh, he's going to be a cop and he's on the take and he's going to. He's going to shoot this kid because the cops are completely evil in this part of town. Instead, it was just like, and he was gone.
That could have easily fit in. They could have told that
would totally
easily in the story.
There was that reminds me. There was another film where Ray Liotta plays a cop who is really creepy, stocky. Keeps watching a girlfriend. Was it Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell's wife or something?
Oh my God, there's so many. He played cop in so many movies. I'm trying to think.
I can't think of it.
I want to say Copland, but it's definitely not Copland.
No, it's not. No, that was
would have been.
Which is a
feel
great
like
movie.
it would have been right around this time. Too.
What he was in Ray Liotta was in Copland, wasn't he?
Was he?
I remember that. I can't.
I know Stallone was.
Yeah.
He said.
Remember.
All right. Anybody got anything else before we do some clippage?
Just
I could go on.
Dennis Leary had a new sitcom earlier this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
I watched it and it wasn't that great.
Okay.
It's called Going Dutch. It's about he plays a army officer who gets sent to the Netherlands and has to deal with the oddities going on at the smallest army base in the world.
Oh, interesting.
And it had so much potential and no chance. It's a Fox thing, right?
It didn't
No
last.
chance.
Didn't make it. They've canceled it.
Fox is known for, really pushing through on bad shows. No, they're not.
No,
Just let things
no
go
one is anymore. Network TV is a freaking wasteland, dude. Freaking hate
It's
it.
just it's just a shame because this is the sort of thing that Dennis Leary was born to do.
Yeah, I really liked what I saw. I didn't ever see the whole thing. I thought about a rewatch, but I really liked the fire. What was the fireman one?
Rescue Me.
Rescue Me.
Oh, yeah,
that was
Rescue Me
really
is
good.
so good.
Yeah, got really ahead of
Dennis
its
Leary
time
kills
in a
it.
bunch of ways. Yeah, it was quite good.
And he has some chops. Like he's got it.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
the right person for a show like Rescue Me.
Yeah, yeah, I've always liked him.
Yeah, it's just the problem with it is that the conceit is that a firefighter has relationships and like a life that he's trying to add meaning to, and it's like, okay, you can only tell that story so long. Like at some point, this guy is. I've seen it all.
We ran a bunch of seasons. I don't remember how long it went, but yeah, I need to get back to it.
Like 95 episodes, so
like an early FX success, right? It was an FX deal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Yep,
like FX was just getting started. It was their first hit.
It was their tentpole. Yeah,
that and I think The Shield maybe were the two big. And then FX makes.
Am I thinking of Psych? Which one was that on? Everybody loved Psych.
Psych was on USA.
USA, that's right.
Yeah, my daughter is currently doing a rewatch of Psych with her friend, and they love that show.
Psych,
that's cool.
It's good.
After a couple of seasons, Rescue Me adds Lorenz Tate, and he is amazing.
I don't know who that is.
Lorenz Tate.
Yeah, why is that not ringing a bell to me?
Menace to Society. His best film is this one with Vin Diesel. What's it called? Man Apart.
Oh
my God!
Yeah. Oh, I liked Man Apart. We could do Man Apart here sometime.
I can never hear man apart as multiple words. Always just hear man apart.
Sounds like a Masters of the Universe villain.
Yeah, man apart. Get in here.
Man apart. You disassemble him and you can put new parts on him. Man
half
apart.
of you go after that guy. The other half of you go after that guy.
I mean, it's consistent. They had 2 man and the guy with 8 heads.
Manny face.
Manny face.
My memories of A Man Apart is that Vin Diesel goes through the worst emotional turmoil you ever could, and his opponent, his villain, is Timothy Oliphant, by the way. And Lorenz Tate is his buddy who has been going through emotional turmoil his whole life, and is partially the voice of reason. And such a great performance. You really need to see it for Lorenz.
I've seen it, but I don't remember his. I'll have to check it out again, or else we'll do it here. Maybe be a fun one. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah. Okay,
sure.
I'll put it there.
Put it there on the list there.
Just to keep the emails from coming in, the movie I was trying to think of with Ray Liotta and Kurt Russell is Unlawful Entry. Kurt Russell, Madeline Stowe are a young couple, get attempted burglary. Somebody tries to break in their house. Ray Liotta is the cop that comes to help him. He takes a liking to Madeline Stowe and just won't leave them alone.
Oh man, stalker policeman.
It is a perfect film sack.
Yeah, we should see that.
Yep. And Kurt Russell plays that same role. We've seen him in so many times.
Yeah, like Breakdown, same role as Breakdown, basically.
It's the same movie, basically.
Yeah. Kind of
yeah. He was doing it was like his version of Taken likes, like Liam Neeson does.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
The poor guy whose wife always gets chased after by the head villain
every time.
Which I think I prefer to his wacky kind of overboard character.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. No, I think he's, I'm not, well, I shouldn't say he can't do comedy. The guy can do comedy.
Absolutely.
It's not my favorite thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt Russell, he's definitely, Big Trouble in Little China, but I think I like him a little more serious.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Escape from LA.
I agree with that.
New York. Yeah.
Oh, don't make me watch those again. I love those movies. They're so bad, but great.
I'm gonna make my kid watch Overboard.
You should.
I've just decided.
Which is the one with that is the one with Martin Short, right?
No.
There's one with
Goldie Hawn.
There's one with him called, is that Captain something?
Oh, Captain Ron.
That's what I'm thinking of, and it's got David Letterman in that.
Because I'm sure at some point he goes overboard.
Yeah, he does. It's a ship again, so it's that whole thing. And then I think Letterman makes a weird cameo. That is a weird movie. It's not.
Is there an eye patch in Captain Ron too?
I think so.
I think he does.
I think so. He got real typecast for a hot minute. All right. Well, let's get to these clips. I've got a bunch of these here. They've been brewing all night. I'm going to play this one first. It's Jeremy Piven doing Piven things.
Who's the crash test dummy?
No. Okay. Oh, they never did another kitten in the sink is the guy they got in the fight with in traffic. I thought that would turn into something more later.
Sure.
I don't know why.
Hey, Scott, we've lost Dunaway, I think.
Oh, we can't lose Dunaway. We got to bring him right back in. Hello. Did you have a browser crash? Are you back? Oh, still connecting. Okay. All right. There he is. Hi. Did your browser crash? What happened there?
Browser went bleep, bleep, blop.
Oh, that's no good. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you're back. All right. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Here's what's this? Oh, it says pain in the ace.
Oh, Captain Ron.
This is a weird thing. Pain in the ace.
He's a pain in the ace.
He's a pain in the ace.
That's how we said ace back in the day.
Did we?
Yeah.
He's like summoning Andrew Dice Clay.
I guess.
Yeah, or Andy Sipowicz from NYPD Blue.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Hey, that guy's a real pain in the ace.
Pain in the ace. All right, here's Emilio Estevez getting really angry really fast.
Can't get into it with every asshole that looks at you funny. John, there's a lot of craziness going on out there. You never know what maniac is going to pull out a gun and blow your goddamn brains out. It happens every day in the city. Hey, you listen to me.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's a growing angry acting. In like one sentence, he goes from 0 to 60.
Yeah, he was getting all up in there.
Which is like, you're giving us the example of the bad direction of the movie.
Right.
Like this is not well directed.
Yeah, I kind of agreed. This is my biggest beef with the whole thing is that it doesn't feel like it's made well. And I only feel that when they're talking, you know,
when they're opening their damn mouths.
Yeah, when they open up their freaking maws, saying stuff. It's just other than that though, like there's moment to moments you're like, oh, this is great, and then someone will say something really inane and go, I'm like, that's really bad dialogue. Why are you doing that? All right, I play this at the top. I'll play it again.
I want to have a good time tonight, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Got some bad news for him, though. Doesn't go that great.
My mom used to have this joke at family gatherings that she would pretend to be mad and she'd yell at you to have fun, and you better have fun or she's going to take you out back and give you a beating.
Beat your ace.
This is what this reminds me of, only it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Right.
You're yelling at people that you want to have fun. Like, okay.
I love the idea. Get out there and have fun or I'm going to kick the shit out of you. I love that concept.
Right. Have fun or else.
Have fun or you're going to die. All right. Here's Ray. He felt it.
Ray, I felt it.
Oh.
Oh, I heard it.
Did you hear that little fart?
I didn't pick that up when I saw this.
Ray, I felt it.
Yeah, I think it was just in there. All right. Me when I go to the Best Buy or Costco electronics section.
The large screen, brand new piece of shit TV. This will be mine.
Yeah.
This be mine. This fax machine, that's mine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it had a fax machine in there. That is so stupid if you think about it.
That's why you have a huge satellite dish.
Yeah. Gotta fax something.
You got to fax something.
Maybe they could have
send it
faxed
up to the
somebody for
satellite.
directions.
Yeah. But like, whatever. I cannot make sense of why there's a fax machine on a thing. That makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Well, Scott, it's funny. There was a time when fax machines were a sign of success.
Yeah.
Just
like
like
a pager.
beepers. Yeah, beepers and pagers and stuff. If you had a fax machine, as dumb as that sounds, you had made it.
There's just no practicality for it in a mobile home. You know, maybe
There's
unless
none.
you're living in there, I guess. Like you just travel in the country.
You're so important. It's kind of like when people used to take laptops and do work on planes. I think people still maybe do it, but at one point in time, it was like,
I do.
Oh, look at me. I'm on a plane making my money work.
I don't think
making
that's
my money work for me.
I don't think that's that weird. I think that's a thing a lot.
Well, not
it's pretty
now.
common.
Now that everybody has a laptop, it's not that uncommon. But at one point in time, it was like,
Oh, I
look
see
at
what you
Mr.
mean.
Fancy
Yeah.
Pants over there.
Fancy pants
Got his
doing work
little
on an
laptop.
airplane.
Yeah, and it was usually like a big fat laptop too, like a big old gnarly, chunky one.
Bigger than the tray table.
Yeah. Now they're like thinner than those, which is crazy. Dead, not going anywhere.
It's dead. We're not going anywhere.
All right. I'm very heavy pivot early on because we lose him, as you know, in the movie. So sure, got to do it. Here is Dennis Leary going off.
Don't you hate it? When you're trying to be quiet and every sound seems to be amplified 20 or 30 times?
I don't know how to define 20 or 30.
Why didn't you add echo to the fart noises? You should have added echo.
I could have, but I didn't have that kind of time.
Scott, seriously, thank you. This is what I always thought Film Sack movie quotes was going to be. I always thought this segment of this show was going to be, ripping farts.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad for you.
Yeah, once in a while I get to, just go a little nuts, do 2 of them.
Sure.
But for the most part, don't worry, people at home. It's not all farts. Like this one. Nice watch.
Nice watch. Go to hell.
Okay.
That was Cuba.
Go
Cuba's
to
like, no, that was Jerry Piven, wasn't it? Okay, so why
Piven
was he
said
so...
go to hell. I don't remember what his. Oh, it was the guys
watch.
in the train, the
hobos.
Hobos that's
Night Train.
Yeah, the ones that ended up giving all the audio that made him come back. That was the 1 minute they could have survived. Oh, it gave me anxiety. I hated that.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yep, that is the point. You're right. Here's a typical Leary comment.
Hobo from Purdue. I hate Purdue.
Yep, I hate Purdue. Hate Purdue. Here is Zed from Pulp Fiction. He's had enough.
I've had about enough of this bullshit.
All right. I'm going to go find the Gimp and get Ving Rhames in a room and give him a ball gag, and we'll see where it goes. On the roof. I just thought that was a weird
breathing.
Repeaty, yeah, because it sounds like you repeated it. I'll play it one more time. That weird.
Played it backwards or something.
It does sound like they recut the same breath noise.
That threw me. I don't know. Couldn't get it out of my head. Here's another one. The Razor Man.
I'm the Razor Man, remember?
He's the Razor Man.
Remember?
Yeah, do you remember
Razor
when
Man.
he's the Razor Man?
Ray just met me, but remember, I'm the Razor Man.
Ray Gun, Razor Man, all the bad names for Ray. One of the best all time now, as much as we were sad to see the Piven character die, one of the greatest in film sack history death yells we have ever had.
Yes.
Enjoy this one. Wow.
Will replaces the Wilhelm scream. Come on.
It's
Come on.
so bad, you guys.
It's so bad. Yeah. That
Like-
should have been the noise going down the water slide in the sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not it. By the way, if you haven't seen the movie, we say slide. We don't really mean slide. We mean corrugated metal pipe with metal shavings all in it that would
And
probably
the
hurt.
perfect amount of flowing water down the slide.
Yeah. As if the sewer isn't just full of shit and piss. Gross. Leary with all the yapping.
Yap about this and yap about that and yap, yap, yap all night long. Yap, yap, yap.
Just went on with the yapping.
Okay.
That's when he was, drowning
That was
dude.
the closest we got to actual Dennis Leary.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That and the Purdue comment. Like, I never forgot. My favorite thing in the ref is early on in the movie, he breaks into Spacey's house. It's Christmas Eve, maybe even. I don't know. But he sees a nativity scene.
Yeah.
And all the nativity characters or all of the things in the nativity scene are chocolate.
Yeah.
And he eats the baby Jesus and goes, "Oh, Jesus," and just keeps moving. And it's like the most obvious joke, but Leary sells it, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta watch that for Christmas. Can we do that? Can we get that on?
Yeah.
Sure.
Agreed.
It's on our hope list, our holidays hopeful.
Our holiday hopefuls. I like that.
Aw.
Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, here's Leary and some dead meat.
We have a special in the frozen foods department tonight. Dead meat.
Sweet.
Dead meat.
Get it?
That sounds like he's doing his stand up as well.
It does.
And if he knows what a frozen foods department is, he knows what a truck is. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Truck. What was he driving anyway, Randy? Did you look it up?
Who? Leary?
What was Dennis Leary driving? That big
that
80s
slammed
behemoth.
into the side of the behemoth.
Yeah.
He probably thought it was a boat but it was a car. But he just doesn't know. He doesn't know what these
I'm
things are.
scrubbing through the movie. I want to see this.
Oh, really?
I don't
Wow, look
remember
at
it
you.
all.
I don't remember him
it's a
driving
big-
anything either. Why is that?
like
That won't take forever.
Yep.
No.
I mean, Amazon Prime loves to say, "Here, wait 3 minutes, and then I'm going to let you watch this."
Yeah.
That's true. Are they?
Anyway, it's a big giant behemoth of an 80s car.
Is that what he drove? What he drove when he pulled up? Right. It was like a big, long Lincoln-looking
a 98 or a Lincoln.
Oldsmobile 98 is what I was thinking.
Yeah, I love that shit. Black one like that. Oh man, I was at a car show recently and they had the car and I forgot the model, but it's the car from Men in Black that they based the Men in Black car on. Man, that is a hot, freaking chromed up, sexy beast.
Yeah, it is.
I would drive that.
If you've ever driven in a boat before, that's what it's. It's like big old giant boat bounces. It's great.
Yep. You don't even you don't know. You forget what bumps are. Like it's It's like just to end this, I'll play this sound of Cuba Gooding Jr. making a sound. Okay, so here he is making a sound. All right, there you go.
Good shot. Good shot.
With that, this.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay, give it to me quick. Give it to me.
I got it. It's a Cadillac Brown.
Oh, It's a Cadillac. A Caddy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Like
That fits.
Cadillac Brougham.
Yeah.
Brougham.
Brougham. Lloyd Braun. Fantastic. This film sack checklist goes like this. Sweet Pivin' Livin', check. An RV full of CRT monitors was Dunaway's favorite part, check. You'd want all of them, dude. You'd take them home.
Oh, man. Right before the accident, maybe.
Yeah.
After the accident.
Oh, after it, forget it. Yeah. The ladybug from Bug's Life is kind of a dick to the jock from the Breakfast Club, check. People forget Larry played that bug, but I love that role for him. Let's get to the Star Trek connections / MCU connections. There've got to be a number
Right
here.
on. Yeah, so minor things for Star Trek this week. Galen Gorg, who played Clarissa at the beginning of this movie, was in an episode of Deep Space Nine
She's
and
the wife?
an episode of Voyager. Yes,
She's the wife. Okay.
And then David Crowley, who played Rent-A-Cop #1, that's the actual character name, was in an episode of The Next Generation. And then Michael Wiseman, who played Travis in this movie, was in an episode of Star Trek Voyager. None of those were any meaningful roles that I could see. Moving over to the MCU, we have much better options.
Yeah.
We have Dennis Leary, who does the Captain Stacy role in Amazing Spider-Man and Across the Spider-Verse.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We have Stephen Dorff, who was in Blade, and that counts. We're counting
totally
it.
Counts. Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
They own it now.
And then our big one for the week is, of course, Alan Silvestri. Alan Silvestri not only did all the music for this movie, but Captain America, the First Avenger, the Avengers. He wrote the Avengers theme.
It's really good.
And so he is in, he is called upon to make the music for Infinity War and Endgame and the sideline stuff, Doomsday and Secret Wars, because he wrote the Avengers theme.
It's an incredible theme.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It deserves all the credit it gets. This thing sounded like Predator 2. So I'm not going to say phoned it in, but I'm going to say he kind of phoned it in.
Well, we were
faxed it in.
We were told in the trivia that he was asked to make it sound like Predator 2.
That's true. He's just doing what he's told. And when you're in Hollywood, that's what you do, or you're out, buddy.
Do I still get paid? All right.
Yeah, do I get my money?
And the note I made after I looked all of that up, the note I made was, I feel like they should have used more of the produced music in the movie.
Like, great.
You're going to go to the effort to hire Mudhoney and Sir Mix-a-Lot. You better use that song from beginning to end.
It's like they were nervous to do it or something. Like they were just tepidly going, well, okay, you guys think this will be cool?
Is that going to affect the tone?
Yeah, how is this good for the children?
This movie did not do well at the theater. The album did very well. And this became a cult classic, Judgment Night. So they should have bet on the music.
Yeah, always bet on music, is what they say. Soundtrack grade, speaking of which, I give it an STCI for sad they changed it from the horror one that they had first. Although I really like all the rap stuff is what I wrote, but kind of what we've been talking about. Social media post. This is where you guys sum it up. Yeah, that's right. In 280 characters or less. Let's start with Randy.
Judgment Night. Some Winnipeg bros, they went out to play, but traffic jams ensured they'd lose their way. Chicago's dark, dank alleys smell like doom. Cuba and Piven can't ease up this gloom. A gangster spots them. Dennis Leary's here. He smokes, he snarls, he shoots, he falls. Oh, dear.
Oh, quick note to patrons. I got weirdly forgetful about putting the lyrics and poem in the post. I now have a new method, new system. I will not forget ever again. Even when we have weeks where we have like a what do you call it, round table or whatever, I will. That's what messed me up last time. But don't worry, these will be in there
round
today.
tables in a row or something.
Yeah, it was really weird and it got me all.
It was the roundest of table.
Yeah. So for anyone who missed those, don't worry, they're coming back starting last week. All right. Let's get to Brian Doonholway.
Oh, thank you. Judgment Night, like a group of suburban punk kids blowing through your leaf pile while you're still piling it and you have to slow motion angry dance with your rake over your head for 3 minutes of rap rock. Hashtag you played yourself.
Yeah, you did, baby.
Yeah.
Way to pull the very first thing we see.
Very
in this
first
film.
thing they
Yes.
say. Yep.
Good job. That's a callback at the most callbackiest. Finally, Brian Ibbett.
Judgment Night. I don't know what the big deal is. This happens every time I go out with crazy neighbor Dave.
Yeah, dude.
It is like I thought of you, and I was thinking about when in my life did I have this the guys that would go out and go to a fight together or whatever, and I thought of you like you've had that for a long time, haven't you?
Especially with Dave, right? You guys are
still do, yeah. We still have the season tickets to the Colorado Mammoth. The real Mammoth team.
Sorry about that. It wasn't my idea.
I know. No, it fits. It fits with what you guys are using.
It's fine, but it also seems suspect that they can just do that willy-nilly while you guys have the name. It's a little weird.
They're not. It's not one of the big four pro teams. So whatever. Protein shake.
It's the Yeti was right there. Right there.
I know the Yeti would have been such a better name. And then they've got a mascot.
Yeah, 100%. They should have done Yeti. They had to have a proper mascot.
Sponsorship.
Yes, they work with the Yeti people, which I think is the reason they didn't do it. There was some pressure from the Yeti
confusion.
People. Yeah.
People might think they're going to a cooler instead of going to a hockey game.
We can't have that. Get the lawyers on it. Bastards. All right, well done, everybody. It's time for the alternate titles. This was just handed to me. It was almost called Winnebago, more like Loseabago. It wasn't a Winnebago, I guess. Or finally, and this one I'm particularly proud of, Unforgiven. Like Unforgiven, but Unforgiven
is the
Unforgiven.
Yeah, I worked really hard on that. I don't know. I'm just proud of it.
Okay.
Sorry. Rude.
I know, right? Be proud, my friend.
Here's what I'm proud of. Our listeners, they write in all the time. They send us voicemails, and we got 2 of these this week. One's a text. This is from Jamie Lee Curtis. No, I'm sorry. It's about Jamie Lee Curtis. I read that wrong. It says, "Hey, Sackers, am I going crazy? Or did you guys not mention Jamie Lee Curtis as a Star Trek connection during your Fish Called Wanda episode? And then proceed not to mention Tom Hardy in last week's Black Hawk Down episode. Pretty obscure actors, I suppose, old and forgetful. Yeah, Tom Hardy in Star Trek Nemesis. And Jamie Lee Curtis, I don't know what that is. What did I miss? What did we miss there, Randy? Do you know?
I'm trying to look up, because I'm absolutely certain that Tom Hardy would come. My notes are extensive and hard to search.
Brag. My notes are extensive. Look at them. Look how big my notes are.
I feel like we didn't.
I typed them on an airplane on my laptop.
We definitely didn't mention the Hardy one, but I went through that whole episode knowing this and not ever thinking about it. I just didn't think about it. Yeah. So.
And Jamie Lee Curtis, I can't think of. My brain is like spinning thinking of what she did.
Right. What is her Star Trek connection?
I have no idea. Was she something more modern?
Did
maybe
her mom do something for Star Trek?
Or maybe a voice in something?
Maybe. One of the recent
Lower
cartoons
Decks
or something.
Well, yeah, she's very recently in that awful Section 31 thing.
Maybe that's
okay.
Oh, well, there you
go. I just probably don't look close enough to current.
Well, plus nobody was happy with that thing. That was really bad.
Yeah.
That was a huge mistake with wonderful people.
You could be for
Let's do a Freaky Friday connection.
Yeah, you could be for Piven for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well done. We also got a call here. This is Mike from Perth, Australia, and he's got a recommendation for us. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, suckers. I really want you to check out Let It Ride, the 1989 Richard Dreyfuss film. It's a comedy, and I know you don't usually do those, but I recently heard you talking about it needing to be a something comedy. Well, this is the best gambling on horse races comedy. It's directed by Joe Pytka, who went on to direct Space Jam. It was a massive commercial flop, costing $18 million to make and making less than half of that back at the box office. It has Richard Dreyfuss at his most manic, Jennifer Tilly at her absolute hottest, a killer soundtrack, and a charming host of side characters, including David Johansen and Robbie Coltrane. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I would absolutely love for you to check it out.
All right. I mean, I'd never heard of it until now, but that doesn't stop us.
That is the greatest AI voice I've ever heard.
Oh, it was really good, right? Maybe there's a future in this.
Let It Ride.
Let It Ride.
Yeah. I think this was at the Blockbuster whenever I was.
Oh, I remember seeing that box. That box cover for sure.
I don't remember much about the trailer or the movie. For some reason in my head, it feels like it was one of those direct-to videos, but it probably wasn't.
Oh, look at him riding a giant dollar sign. That's cool.
Yeah. And Terry Garr. Oh.
Yeah, dude. Love her. David
Terry
Johansen.
Garr.
He mentioned, who else did he say? Jennifer Tilly.
Wow. David Johansen will, when we do this episode, will have the best IMDb photo.
He looks so cool.
Oh, I agree, dude. Oh, look at Jennifer Tilly. Cool. She's peak Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
Oh man, remember that
Did
movie?
you ever watch High Spirits?
No.
The movie about the ghosts?
Yeah, the High Spirits from with Jennifer Tilly and Steve Guttenberg and Daryl Hannah.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson. Did we watch
I think that probably was on a HBO binge-a-thon.
Yeah, it just goes. And, they used to play those things all the time.
Yeah.
I just remember her from Bound and thinking that that was a very hot scene.
It's going to be hard to top that Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah. Her and Gershon.
Jennifer Tilly wasn't even in it.
Joey Pants in that? Yeah.
Joey Pants.
Yeah.
What a great movie. And the great dude, we didn't even talk about him. He just passed away. The great Terrence Stamp passed away this week.
Oh, yeah. Zod.
Yeah.
Zod. Oh, my.
I need to finally watch The Limey. I hear that's amazing. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. I love that guy. It's sad, but also he was very old, so it worked out fine.
So, it happens.
Yeah. They tend to die when they get real old. Yeah. We have a lifespan.
People, that
humans.
is. Yeah, humans.
Yeah, we tend to let it go at some point.
Suffer from too many birthdays.
Yeah.
For a very long time, I've wanted to go to Perth. Perth is beautiful. Yeah. Perth gave us Heath Ledger, rest in peace.
Gave birth to Perth, or no? What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, rest in peace. He was. I forgot he was from there. That's right. He's a Perthite.
And
Perthenheimen.
Perthian.
Yeah.
What I just find stunning is how long it takes to get from Los Angeles to Perth. Perth must be the end of the earth, this place. Like, even with a really short stop in, like, Melbourne, it's a full day. It's 24 hours to get from Los Angeles to Perth.
Jeez.
So it must be literally on the opposite side of the world.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, well, I came close to that. When I went to Tokyo, it felt like about that long. It was like 14 hours. There's a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I don't like long flights. I'll tell you what, I don't.
Well, if you got your laptop, you can do some business.
That's true. Do some business. Yeah. Well, that flight I was on,
a charger.
We had a drunk guy bang on the captain's door, almost turned around and went back to Alaska, and then we got away with that. And then something started burning mid-flight, and they had to wake everybody up and freak us out. And it was in the middle of the Pacific. It wasn't the best experience. And then on the way home, monsoon. That was fun.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched an old lady barf 6 times on that flight. That was fun.
Sweet.
Well, anyway, thank you for your voicemails and your texts. You can send these to voicecast.app/filmsack anytime you want. It's all linked on our website, filmsack.com as well. And speaking of which, we got some fine new folks. Actually, these are some older folks who've been part of our Patreon for a long time. Quinlan Degan, Gino Felino. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And Nathan Lott. These are just some old timers. But anyone who's new too, you're always welcome. Come on in here. Feel the weather. It's nice. No commercials ever. Pre-show content every week. Monthly host specials. Art in the mail. Who's after me?
Monsoons.
Who's after me? Dunaway? Are you coming up next with this host special?
No, Dunaway did his.
I think I'm
up next.
Is it Randy? Okay.
And then I'm after Randy.
Yeah, we really like our curated host specials here. No one hears them outside of the Patreon audience, so if you want to get a piece of that action, sign up. It's real easy to do, and it's a great way to support your favorite show on the internet.
Aww.
Our next movie is not a movie. We're doing a roundtable because I have to go out of town, and that's what we do when someone has to go out of town. We're doing a discussion all around the most famous films you've never seen. Mm-hmm. And I've got a list, baby.
You've never seen personally. We're not saying that you haven't seen them. We're saying that you personally have not seen.
Well,
we're saying that Brian Ibbett hasn't seen them.
Each of us have not seen.
Yeah, we're saying that we have not seen these things.
It's really maybe it's almost to the point of shame. Most of the ones I have are like, oh, you should be ashamed. You haven't watched that
Which-
thing that everybody else has seen. Yeah.
Which I also want to get into. I want to get into the emotional response on this
Right.
stuff. So we're gonna talk all about that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Looking forward to that one. So be here next week for that. Filmsack.com is our website. In the meantime, you can find all the stuff there, links to the Patreon, our email address, all the fun things. That'll do it for us. For me, for Brian, and for Randy.
Don't call me Francis.
We'll see you next time.
Those pants are made for frogging, if you know what I mean. I actually don't. Frogpants.com.